Welcome to this episode of moMONEY. I'm Alexander Paul Morris, your host. Bank cards look like credit cards and act just like credit cards. However, they do not at all charge like credit cards when it comes time to pay the bill. These cards act exactly as your bank account would had you written a check. So what are the repercussions of this? Here's an interesting story for you. Since these cards look so similar to any real credit cards you may have, it's easy to pull that card out instead of your normal Visa or MasterCard. This is exactly what happened to a friend of ours who was shocked to suddenly see an $80 overdraft banking fee charged to a little used account that just happened to have insufficient funds to cover the transaction. Now, you would think that acting as a credit card, the bank would treat the transaction as credit if insufficient funds are available. But instead, it worked more like this. The card gets swiped like any other credit card and receives a normal approval from the credit card company. But apparently, the bank is not in real-time contact with the credit card company. So while the transaction may be accepted by the credit card company used by the bank, it can cause an overdraft in your checking account once the bank is notified if you have insufficient funds to cover it. If you choose to use a bank-linked credit card, make darn sure you have more than enough to cover the transaction if you don't have overdraft protection. Depending on which bank you use, insufficient fund fees can be very steep, varying from $30 to as high as $80, as our friend discovered.
Wow!
Sometimes these fees can be partially negotiated down if you're persistent, but don't hold your breath. On the debit card side, apparently transactions are handled on a real-time basis and may be declined if funds are unavailable at the time the request is made. But policies may still vary from bank to bank, so be sure to read all of the fine print and contact your bank for a better understanding. Either way, these overdraft fees, enacted for whatever reason, are truly and outrageously exorbitant. I mean, imagine an $80 fee on a $100 overdraft, then calculate the annualized return on the loan.
Ouch!
Makes you wonder how the banks can get away with any of it. But in the meantime, what a great way for banks to make extra money if they don't mind screwing their customers.
Relax. Ouch.
Thank you.